All right, so today's reading is going to be the status of the twin flame connection. So it's been a while since well, it feels like it's been a while since I've done this, but I'm going to pull out divine masculine and feminine energies to see where we're at. I'm going to get right into it. So let's see what the divine masculine is. Divine feminine. And I'll pull up one for the connection. So the divine masculine is surrendering to the journey. Oh, okay. This is new. Divine feminine is mystic healer. Healing energy flows within you. Divine masculine is being encouraged to release control. And the status of the connection in the moment is infinite abundance. Wow. Abundance is pouring into your life. So immediately what I see here with this connection is that there is deep healing happening on both ends of the spectrum here with the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy here. I'm not surprised that the divine feminine is a mystic healer. Healing energy flows within you. This is a very high priestess kind of energy. She is understanding that she is the center of the universe. Now you have to understand that the divine masculine, I'm already confusing them. That's a sign of merging. The divine feminine is designing her life. She would have never been in this position of being a high priestess had she not gone through the depths of the darkness of her journey. So she is progressing. She is in her empress, in her high priestess energy here. And the healing nature of her own energy is moving her forward. Now, this is very, very high energy. The divine masculine is not there. He's just beginning his journey. You see, the divine feminine, as this high priestess and empress, is sitting up here in this castle. That is the ascended journey. That's not to say she's reached the end of her ascended journey, but she's there with a lot of wisdom. And here the divine masculine is now, what seems like, is being given an opportunity to now journey along the same shores to get there too. So it's almost like they're coming in to one path of abundance here. They're just on two different ends of it. Now, the thing here is I was very particular and very careful in how I said this, that the timestamp here is 228. That can mean something for somebody. There's an opportunity that has presented itself to the masculine energy here. If he takes this, he will be on this road to healing. But like normal, he has the opportunity to just ignore it, put it away, and to just continue going down the road of triggers and ineffective communication and unfulfilling connections. The feminine accepted the call, and she's where she is because of it. Now, infinite abundance is something that is promised in the connection to both parties here as they continue to stay on the road to healing. So this is a very nice energy. I like this. This deck is going to be used for the divine masculine. I'm going to pull a feminine-esque deck for the divine feminine. Okay? I'm going to use this. At the bottom of the deck for the divine masculine is Seven of Wands. So there is some resistance to accepting the invite from the universe, to be frank. Okay? The divine and the divine feminine, Hierophant. She did accept. She is moving forward, and as a result, she is growing more and more into her awareness and into her higher level energy. Why is there a resistance here from the divine masculine? Seven of Cups and Tower. Oi! 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 Bottom of the deck is Judgment. I've got to pull out a bit, I've noticed. Hold on. Oops, I stopped recording there for a second. So see how I accidentally cut that? I feel like the divine masculine is going through somewhat of an energy where he's being presented with all these opportunities to move forward, but it brings up so much for him to acknowledge and for him to move through that it almost becomes easier to be like, okay, goodbye. I'm just going to go back to my old patterns. Okay. But with the Judgment card here and Tower, I'm being told that the universe isn't allowing him to just close the door and walk away at this point. He is being forced to acknowledge this. And very quickly, what is confusing energy can turn into looking at the options. See, from a lack mentality, the divine masculine with the Seven of Cups will stay confused. But with an abundant state of mentality, he sees, I have many options to be who I need to be. I have many options towards abundance. So he has to shift his thinking. But I'm being told that there is a very intense and severe awakening here. What has been the catalyst of this? A breakthrough in mental clarity. The star, Aquarius energy is very big here. So Aquarius season is doing what it's meant to. And that is to bring about healing. And it's starting with the realization that they need to heal. And it's starting with the breakthrough of knowing what they need to heal. And that might be where a lot of this intensity with the Seven of Wands is coming from. The masculine is understanding what needs to go. And he may be a little too afraid to put those changes into motion. You know, it's tough. It's tough. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So I feel like he is, I was going to be like, he's feeling the disconnection of the feminine, and then it was proved right here with the Four of Wands being the twin flame card. He has realized the feminine is moving towards her own journey. She's not waiting. She's acknowledging her inner child and she's moving forward. He could have become aware of the feminine's journey, either through hearsay or gossip or through the grapevine. He's come to understand that she's doing really well. And he understands that a lot of the experience she's experiencing is because of her strength and her confidence and her learning and the fact that she is disconnecting herself actively from him. So he almost starts realizing his own negative energies here too. Quite deep. Let's go to the feminine for a bit here. What is she dealing with right now in this state of healing and wisdom? Eight of Wands, lots of continued ascension and messages from the universe. Four of Pentacles, meditating, going within, experiencing and embracing solitude. Okay, she's really embraced this journey towards self. King of Pentacles, standing into her power, getting into an energy of creation. Ace of Pentacles, getting into this energy of creation and actually doing something about it and creating. She's planting her seeds towards a new beginning. Ten of Cups, she's working towards her happiness. She's understanding what she wants. She knows who she wants to be with. She knows how she wants it. Oh my God. Six of Cups, the return of her twin flame connection. Six of Pentacles, the balance being restored in her twin flame connection. And finally, the Sun, the happiness that she's been waiting for. Now with the Sun here for both divine counterparts, I'm seeing that the Leo full moon will be quite significant for the connection. Okay? What do I need to pull for the connection here? There is an alignment. The masculine is realizing where he needs to go, what he needs to let go of, and how he needs to get there. Sure, there's delays in the process with anxiety and fear, but he's at the precipice. He's at the door, okay? The feminine has broken down the door. She's journeyed down that voyage. She's up at the castle, and now there could be further ascension happening for her. But the Sun on both ends tells me that there's inner child healing happening here. That's allowing them to process their heartbreak, possibly the heartbreak that they faced with each other, as well as their own individual childhood circumstances. Page of Wands, taking it step by step and not putting too much pressure on themselves as they wrap up this cycle of chaos and move towards a brand new cycle of love, healing, and abundance. And Magician, they're working towards this. They're going to make it happen. And they're going to do it through their emotions. Queen of Cups. And they're going to do it to be together. And they're going to do it to restore balance with justice here. The period between now and October is going to be quite significant here for the twin flame journey. There is alignment, purpose, and passion here. That cannot be denied. What's a potential block and delay that we can face in this time? Truth for the masculine. Happiness. Oh, Sun again. With Six of Cups. Okay, this Leo full moon is putting things in motion. The block here, and understand, the masculine has gotten the Ace of Swords twice. The block here, the potential block, I should say, is that they really try hard to resist their reality. With two Ace of Swords here, I'm seeing that not only will there be a communication between the two of them at some point, but the masculine is denying some part of his authenticity and his identity. And the breakthrough he's facing is understanding that this is exactly what it is. He's being forced by the universe to surrender and come up with a plan to free himself from the confines and the chains and the limiting constructs he's created around himself. His pain is self-inflicted at this point. I'm looking at this phrase that says evolve your relationships. He's starting to understand that there's no evolution in his personal connections, both at home with his family, within himself, and with others, romantically, professionally, or through friendship, simply because he is stuck. At some point, I think he's starting to acknowledge that he's not able to give equally to any of his connections, and he's starting to understand his lack, okay? With the feminine, the block is that she's going to be so far gone into her fulfillment and abundance that she might not want to look back. So that's a potential block for the connection. The masculine shows up, and then suddenly this conversation happens, and she's like, I think I was kind of good on my own. But with 3 suns in the mix, both, once for the masculine, once for the feminine, and one for the connection, I'm being told that there is an immense amount of light. The 6 of Cups is here twice, which is telling me that there is a desire for both parties to return to each other. But the light is being shed on the path forward. Now, while a relationship is not manifesting here immediately, I think there is a desire for a conversation. I think there is a desire and a hope for a friendship. And I think there is a desire here to at least put the pain in the past and move towards forgiveness. The feminine was always ready for that. The masculine was not. And I think that that's where the reconciliation energies might begin. Beautiful. Now, what can we further expect from this Leo full moon coming up? Because I've got Leo energy here pretty big. Leo placements could be significant for you or your masculine or feminine. For the Leo full moon, these two came out. 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands. The Leo full moon is going to show you what needs to happen in order to close the cycle. You'll actively start walking away from those burdens, but you're being asked not to rush, not to be hasty, to sit on and contemplate the divine guidance you're being given, because you're being given multiple options, and then decide on how you want to move forward. So the Leo full moon is bringing a lot of mental and emotional clarity.